Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Tarnation TV broadcast live from the Primetime Racing League here on Friday night, August the 30th. My name is Blaine Donlan, and I'm here with only one Elliot, Jeffrey.
That is right. The one and only Jeffrey Elliott. Glad to be up here in the booth with you, Blaine, tonight. So it's an honor. And I'll do my best. Rod, if you're listening, if you go back and watch this, I am no Rod. So let's get that straight. But anyways, I'll do my best, Blaine, and let's have a good time tonight.
Yeah, Rod refuses to broadcast with me on Fridays because Rod is racing. So, why not? He's racing in another league on certain days of the week. So I have to dig into my bag of tricks and find myself a co-host. But yeah, man, thanks for helping out tonight. Last minute decision. It was supposed to be Chris and Jeff, the Chris and Jeff show, but Chris has got better stuff to do. I guess he's on track.
I was kind of trying to talk him into it to do an Elliott combo there with you, but I think he got a little cold feet there. But it's not an easy thing to do. But I'm excited. Looks like we got a pretty decent field tonight, and I'm honored here to help you host here at Primetime at the Primetime Superspeedway. So looks like it's some really good drivers. It's not a chase race, right? This is the last race before the chase, correct?
Yeah, chase is next week, so we can come back. Hey, if you come back next Friday, we'll be here doing it because these guys have got us signed on to do the next few races here. So we'll be doing a couple of races in the chase, and of course the final race as well, race number 10. This is race number 7, as you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen. And you're getting a shout out in the YouTube chat there, Jeffrey. Jono says, "What's up, Jeffrey?"
Who was that?
Jono, the guy who wrote the theme song for Tarnation TV. I know the guy.
Up?
We hang out.
Wow.
We
anybody that hangs out with Blaine Donlan up there in Canada is a friend of mine as well. So I am friends with a few of your metalhead moshing pit boys up there, and also like to give a shout out to Brad, man. Brad, hello, buddy. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, he's moving. This is go time for Brad. They sold the house and they're moving way north, British Columbia style. So he's up in the mountains.
What are you doing, Brad? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, but yeah, man. Tonight's gonna be a good one. We got this is a version of Talladega Superspeedway that I have not raced on before. This is the Primetime Superspeedway, custom track built for this league. I'm sure John Godfrey had a hand in that one. He's the master of the texturing skills in this old sim. So this track looks beautiful, to say the least, with its striped walls and whatnot. Let's get on track here. We're looking at the points here right now. Ken Roberts is leading this thing. 201 points, Randy Waugh in second, 191. You can see that on your screen right now. These guys are still in practice here for about a minute or two. Let's see if we can get a look at this track, if anybody's on this thing right now. Whoops.
As for this track, John does amazing work with these MIPs and designing these tracks. And This is another great Talladega Speedway, just like Talladega Nights, and now with Primetime Racing Super Speedway. It's gorgeous. I love the red, white, and blue walls and what he's done to it. So it's and with RTG's track version of it, we have probably about 6 or 7 different good ones out there now, and they all run different. And this one does run different than RTG and also Talladega Nights.
Yeah, being the simulator that this game is, the track was released in 2003 with the game, but everybody's modified different grip lines and the setups, and it all comes together where, it's the same track, but they all do run very, very differently. You end up getting into a situation where you think you know it. Oh, it's Talladega. But then if you jump on to like Rolling Thunder or Talladega Nights or Primetime or BSR, different racing leagues use different setups. It's a completely different racing style.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, turn that off. I'm trying to watch your who you have up there for points.
Yeah, mute it.
But yeah, like the BSR track, Screwdrivers Racing. I think the middle, second high, middle lane there is the preferred lane to be in. And last night's track at RTG was, I believe, was the inside. So yeah, very different at all these tracks. So really based off the setups that they obviously put in.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? Yeah, I mean, I wonder if you could make it, flip it around. Instead of left turns, do right turns on Talladega. Like, how much of a weird brain fog would that be?
Hey,
Run the
boy,
track backwards.
most of us are probably about 55 and older, so that probably really messes up.
I couldn't do it.
We couldn't go to work on Monday if we
No.
worked. So yeah, I don't think I could. It'd be like me. It's like putting this bar chase driver into the cockpit of a race car. Probably couldn't do it.
And that's the thing. We'll compare during the race if you watch this thing. This is a big one. This is a 66 lap race tonight. So this is going to take an hour and a half, or maybe closer to an hour and a half to finish up. But it's interesting how much it can take out of you. And imagine if we flipped it into reverse, it would be kind of funny. But yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
We can always have a fun night, right? Like we used to play Crash Up Derby, Last Man Standing. We got the King and King.
Yeah.
We can make all kinds of weird races with this like game, sim, whatever you like to call it. But I'm looking at the talent out here tonight. There's a lot of good guys out here. Randy Wall, Greg Palmer, Rodney Sullins, D. Painter, Denny Carroll, Bob Dixon, Brian Level, Ken Roberts, Keith Bynum, Perry Bond, the U-Man. I taught that young man, by the way.
Yeah.
Stephen Brandstetter, Godfrey, Robert B. Love, and I don't know Blaine, but I think he passes lemonade out. But anyways, yes. We got Rawson up there and Heiser as well, and Mingus. So yeah, good field. We got McDonald out here and Keith Bynum.
Yeah, currently we're just in happy hour, so anybody who's watching this wonder what's going on. These guys are just warming up. They just did they don't qualify here at this league. They just they fast forward to happy hour, so the game will randomly create the start of this race. Totally random qualifying order. I'm just reading the YouTube chat. Can I get a shout out for Rachel and Orla, of course? What about Tegan and Roman? What about your other two, Jono? Gosh, guy. Get the wife and the baby on there, but doesn't have the other two. Roman.
How you pronounce that
Tegan,
name?
Orla.
Orla?
Orla. Yeah. She literally is destined for greatness with a name like Orla.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't even have a last name. They just one word.
I've never seen it before, but that's pretty cool looking.
I think it's Celtic. But yeah, this is gonna be a good race tonight, man. Yeah, I got to get the whole thing changes after this. The chase will be locked in. Oh, I forgot to mention. Where did I put that? Whoa!
You got the U-Man out there.
Happy anniversary to Graham and Margaret.
Oh, there you go.
Graham and Margaret McDonald. 39 years. That's 39 years. Yeah, Graham McDonald, administrator of the league. Let's see if he's on track right now. Driving a 24 truck. No, he's not. He's not on the track right now because he's busy doing administrator stuff. But him and the lovely wife have been married almost as long as I've been alive.
What's that, 28 years old? How old are you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Well, I personally want to say happy anniversary to Graham and his lovely wife, Margaret. 39 years is a long time. And I think my brother's not that close, but pretty close. But yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, when you find a good partner, stick with them.
Hard to find.
Yeah. Mine helps me buy guitar pedals, so she ain't going nowhere.
And she lets you do this quite a bit. So
yeah.
For any woman, any wife out there to allow you to broadcast or race, that's amazing because it takes up a lot of our time to do this. And,
yeah, it does.
Kudos to the moms and wives out there.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like anybody, I mean, I think anybody who's married to anybody that won't let them do something, you're married to the wrong person. Because this is a hobby, man. Like playing guitars, playing, video games or doing whatever you do, racing go-karts. Like I know Rod's a big go-kart guy, and I don't even know how he does it because he's a paraplegic, but he would wax me and I have two legs. So, I mean, I don't even, and again, if you had a partner that didn't support it, it would be horrible to be not allowed to do what you love doing. coming out here and hanging out with you guys for a couple hours, a couple times a week is super awesome.
And I agree. Unfortunately, you have to have an even balance out there. For what I hear, running to my league as well. You hear all the stories from 100 different guys. So it's like a 50-50 split when it comes to you can or you must you do your honey-do list first, and you might be able to. So
right,
that's how it comes down to.
But sometimes you do got to get stuff done. Yeah, like you can't just sit here all day and do it.
You got to feed them bunnies. You got to take care of the dogs, the cats, right? You got to clean your house.
Yep,
I know what you got over there.
Yep, it's a busy place, to say the least. We are gridding up right now, so that means we got to get on track and we got to retire our stuff. I was just in the middle of setting up my pit lane cameras. How rude that they interrupt that. We will go green and we will have a great race in store. I didn't check the pit frequency. I believe they run 2x on a 66 lap race.
I believe they do. We could be wrong, but I think it is 2x. Did you want to go down through the field real quick?
Let's do it. Do you want to start?
I'll start with first few here. In row number 1, we have Mike Mangialardi. Outside the pole would be Rodney Solins driving number 38. The number 7 is Bobby Farrell in lane 2, along with Graham McDonald driving number 24. Lane 3, you have what is that? Robert Breedlove. Just keep down like you do here, Blaine. Robert Breedlove driving that Pepsi 931. They need to get back in order here for me.
Ulysses, I think we missed Ulysses. He's up there in the 96.
He's on the outside of 931. Is that
yes,
correct?
He is. Yep.
Do you see his paint scheme?
I can, yes.
Okay, you want to take over from here because I can't see some of these
Gotcha.
guys.
Denny Carroll in the 41, on the outside of Eric Lovell in the 80. That Mopar rig. John Godfrey on the inside line, right next to Chris Elliott, was supposed to be up in the booth. Decided to bail on us and do some racing. Good call.
He's driving that Doritos machine. He's only been driving it for 81 years.
He has been. It's been since 1899 he's been driving that truck. Perry Vaughn on the inside of the 60. I love that Red Bull scheme. Pat McCarsky in the 97. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. This is the Craftsman. What are we racing here? No, Camping World Series 2015 mod, by the way. Anybody who's wondering what trucks these are. There's Randy Waugh. Of course, Corey's probably watching tonight too, so hello, Corey. On the outside of him, Bob Dixon, classic STP 43. There's Keith Bynum, owner of the Primetime Racing League and the Hubcap Annie 63, Chevrolet Silverado Corolla Ford Focus. There's Greg Palmer, running the deuces of the Boudreaux's butt paste.
And that is a Pinto.
That's a, yes. Gary Heiser right behind him in the number 3 Goodwrench. Of course, we got Ken Roberts in the 55. Gary Mingus in the 12 USAA truck. And in dead last, thanks to the lottery qualify, Brian Rosson in the Valvoline machine, which to me, I would believe he is a Mark Martin fan driving that thing.
I believe so. You don't get out on Friday nights too often, so good to see him out here on a Friday night.
Yeah, green, green, green. We are green.
Green is in the air. We have Mark Mangialardi and Rodney in row number 1. Oh, somebody warped out there. Who was that?
I didn't see it. I'm locked on to Mangialardi in the front here, running the low line.
Another 2x2x2. Nothing, no third lane yet out there.
At Daytona, they call this the super stretch. Does Talladega have a name for the back straight?
I call it backstretch.
Yeah, me too. Here we are on the back straight. But on Daytona, they call it the super stretch.
Give it up to Seth Cole, Blaine, and Rod, and Andrew. They make this easy. And when I'm out there racing, and or I want to go back and watch this, but this is not easy to do. So I give it up to you guys.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Lap number 1 led by Mike Mangiolani. I'm sure his buddies at the Rainier Room are watching tonight. The
Followed up by
29.
the old Bobby Farrell to number 7. Love. Try to make something happen there in the second lane.
You think anything crazy probably not going to happen this early in the race. Now we are running, I'm assuming, I just said that.
Yeah,
they're fanning
Chris
out.
Elliott popping out in lane 3. With the old Pat McCarsky and Randy Wall.
It's funny how you'll say that. I'd be like, you know what? They're going to keep it pretty straight here in the opening, and then they fan out to 3 wide.
Well, we don't want to curse ourselves because I listen to Seth and Jessica and all them, and once you mention anything about the word, W,
conservative, or
things happen. So we're just not going to say that word. 3 wide, about what, fourth row back, or about 5th row back there.
Yep.
Let's see if that outside can contend.
It's a great camera angle for that. We get to see the bump drafting from this camera angle and how much speed these guys can actually gain. Sometimes they can hit each other so hard you almost get a 5-mile-an-hour boost. Elliott, McCarsky, and Waugh trying to get that high line working with Rawson in the back there. Bob Dixon.
Ken Roberts is the points leader currently, correct?
Correct. But the Lotto qualifying tonight put Roberts in the back in that 55 truck.
Yeah, I see that. But you know what? He's probably just hanging back there. I know Ken very well, and I know his style, and if he can just stay out of trouble, he's just probably just taking his time right now, feeling out what's around him and what's the plan in the next 10 laps from now.
Yeah, he'll just kind of sit back and stay in the draft. And like anybody starting in, there's a lane change by Breedlove to the high side, bailed on Graham McDonald in the middle.
Left Graham down in the happy anniversary from Breedlove, he said.
Happy anniversary, Graham. Happy anniversary, Graham. We're going to go around you right now.
Well, if you look in, 38 to 22, they're obviously burnt screwdriver teammates, and here comes Candace a few cars back from there. So they're probably going to start looking for each other here soon.
This is the race going on back here, the 2 wide, everybody up front, nice, tidy, single file. This is kind of the hornet's nest, right? Because if they're going to fan 3 out 3 wide, it's going to happen. And then, there it goes there. The guys are changing lanes.
You're only going to run. Me, personally, I hate being tracked. And that's anywhere, on an airplane or even on a racetrack. So sometimes you just have to bite the bullet when you have nowhere else to go, and hopefully don't get caught up in rubbernecking. And so I always shoot for the 3rd lane as quick as possible, and just have some breathing room. And, obviously try to move up as well. I haven't seen too much with the 3rd lane yet.
Do you like leading the thing, or, you burn more fuel being in front?
I don't ever think about gas being out there. All these guys, I've learned last night, when you race with some of the best Talladega drivers, and they have it down to a science. And I don't really worry about gasoline too much. I just get out there and race. I just want to race with these guys side by side and have a good time. I worry about the gas later. Yeah,
that's the thing. We know you like to wait. Look at that top line moving. And look at where Ken Roberts is. We blinked, and Ken Roberts is the second truck in line there. That 55 was in the back of this pack about 3 laps ago, and now he's up front pushing Palmer.
I guess you heard me, Ken. You heard me, didn't you, Ken? You're like, Jeffrey's talking about me. I better start moving. But yeah, he's pushing the butt paste right up there, isn't he? We have 3 wide still there. We have, is that Perry Bond stuck in the middle? I just don't see his paint for some reason. Yep, that's Perry Bond. We have
in the middle, sorry.
Keith Bynum there behind Rodney, around about 12th position. So far, clean race. Good job.
I like seeing Eric Lovell in that 80, man. Like, he's fairly new to this thing, but his whole entire family lives and breathes this simulator. So for him to come in.
Yeah, I agree.
That's Greg's son, correct?
Greg's son, and I'm gonna tell you, he's not a younger. He's probably about 30. I'm guessing. You got a deep voice, but I'm gonna tell you, this young man come a long way racing at any speedway. He's getting fast everywhere, and this guy is getting better and better. And he's won some races.
I was gonna say you can tell he's when you say, oh, it's his son, it's not going to be a 5-year-old kid, because when he talks on the mic, sometimes you can hear the whole family and behind him having a party. So.
Oh, yeah, and Dan too, Uncle Dan.
Yep.
But yeah, he's a good guy. That there's a lot of these guys really improved over the last couple of years, and you need everybody to try to improve, because we all need to be able to trust each other as much as possible out there at Talladega. You're running inches or bumpers on bumpers. So good to see this race out here tonight. It's so far clean.
Excellent start. He's talking about trusting people. I mean, we got a car coming up a lap down. Who's that going to be? Denny Carroll.
That's the one that worked out, I think.
Yeah, he did pit. It has him, Brandstetter and Denny Carroll have both made a pit stop. Brandstetter is 5 laps down. Is he still on the track? That's someone I have not seen. No, Brandstetter is not on the track. I designed that truck, and it's not out here.
Mr. Elliott is back behind Ken Roberts with the double deuce. Let's see if they got something for these guys up on the inside.
I'm thinking Brandstetter might have been the one that had a connection issue, because it says he's still running. It doesn't say he's retired, but he's not on the track, so maybe he had to reboot.
So this is the second season of the Truck Series, is that correct?
Correct.
Who is the former champion?
Ooh. We called that race?
Well, it can't be Greg, because, since his son is about 30, I'm going to say Greg's probably about 65, 70.
Yeah. 88.
He's going to listen to this. What are you doing,
he drives the 88, doesn't he? Maybe that's his age.
Oh, Rod texted me. I'm not even going to look at it. Blaine.
Oh, did he?
I'm going to stay up here in the trailer. What happened to this place? I mean, did he add some Christmas lights to it or something? I mean, what's this over here? I don't know.
He's in the YouTube. We do have a lot of activity on the YouTube chats. Just want to say Nate Balser's on there. He's out camping at the Thousand Trails campground in the cabin, watching the race. He's watching the race at the campsite. Look at this legend. Have a great show and a great race.
Where he's camping at, Blaine, I don't know if you want to call it camping. I mean, the guy's like at a 5-star hotel.
Glamping is what they call that. Robert Breedlove says, hey, Jeffrey. Rod Weston says, Jeff is stealing my job again.
No, Rod, I'm not. Help me. Get up here.
Rod's racing somewhere, but he's watching the broadcast.
Guys. Who took the lead there? I saw how that paint scheme. That's you, man, right?
That is you, yep. Ulysses Sandoval, the puppy.
And Chris Elliott up there. He's not a big fan of Talladega, but he's up there in 4th position behind the one and only pro himself, Mr. Ken Roberts. There's Rod.
Yes.
Rod, are you done racing?
I'm not racing. Friday nights are hard for me to come in, and it's a hit or miss that I can do it. So, but I just happened to turn a broadcast on, so I said I got to come say hi.
Are you racing? Are you done? Are you free for the rest of the night?
No, I can't. Like I said, it's Friday's hit or miss for me for doing stuff. So.
Okay. I was gonna say you better get your butt back up here in this trailer. I'll throw you a rope.
I was out just watching YouTube and caught it, and I had to say something.
Well, we're on lap. Let me see, lap 13 of 66. Right now, we have the U-Man. That kid has just really gotten good. You got Greg Palmer in second, Chris Elliott on the outside with Rodney Sullins and Randy Wall. There's some good battling going here. It's almost door to door and lane to lane.
Well, and dominating the start of this race, Mike Mangialardi had 10 laps led, so now it's been Greg Palmer stole that away, and Ulysses as well.
I've always said it's safer for me to be up here in the booth. I'm just watching. I just stopped in for a little bit, but some of the best super speedway racers that you'll ever race with on this track, 3 wide all the time. It's crazy, and these guys are very, very good.
Yeah, it's some people say that there's no talent to it, but it's just there we go.
That will not be a yellow. They do not run damage here either, so Palmer will be all right.
Inside.
No damage here at the Primetime Racing League, so he'll obviously his tires took damage on that one because he's sliding around backwards. He's got a little bit out of line there. He was right underneath that rear spoiler of Ulysses Sandoval.
You just bumper hooked off of him.
And I don't know what's going on with my stats tracking system here, but it's been saying that Greg has been getting credit for those laps led, and Ulysses is listed in first with 0 laps led.
Huh.
So it's got Ulysses in first, but Greg leading those last 3 laps. I don't know.
Mr. Elliott jumping out there in first place. Rodney pushing him right on by. Chris Elliott is in first place at Talladega Night. Talladega Speedway.
Primetime recently.
Right. On the Primetime Talladega Speedway. But I'll tell you, I had to say that because he never gets out front.
This is weird with the stats tracker because it's doing the same thing now. Chris Elliott is in first with 0 laps led. Ulysses Sandoval was in first with 0 laps led.
Oh, that's strange. Well, look at Randy Wall. He wants to give Mr. Elliott something there. Rod, chime in anytime you like, sir.
I was just listening to you guys. You're doing great.
I can't do this apex and the current turns and 30-degree angles and things like that, but I can tell you these guys are racing hard.
Racing hard. A little behind, that's all.
I can pop quiz Jeffrey here, Gary Mingus. Who has the fastest lap here this evening?
Are you talking to me?
Gary Mingus, yeah. Who has?
You don't have the stats up?
I don't have that information.
The answer to the question's Gary Mingus. Who has the fastest lap this evening?
I knew you. I thought you were going to say that. Yes, it was Gary Mingus, sir.
Yes, Gary Mingus. Yes. It's 200.179 mile per hour with a 47.7 second lap. Gary Mingus is the fastest truck out here this evening so far.
How many times has he said that?
He has a slingshot inside that name, so that's probably why he actually slingshot himself to the front. Right, Mingus? Anyways, guys, we got some good racing up here. We got the top 5. It's Chris Elliott, Randy Wall, Robert Breedlove, the U-Man, and Ken Roberts on down top 5.
What is the fuel window on a 2X? It's about 24-ish, right? 24 laps?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's 21 to 24.
Somewhere in there, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, a lot of that too. Remember, a lot of that too, depending on where they're running. Running up front, obviously, you're going to use a lot more fuel. Mm-hmm. But if they're back a little bit where they have to lift a lot more, they're going to save a little bit more. And then, of course, you got always some drivers that just like to pit early and get it done early. That way you're not pitting with the whole field.
Yeah, sometimes I was very nervous last night with knockout qualifying, how to make the race and then race with 40 guys that you haven't been around in years. And I was nervous. And then what did they do? They stick me on the pole in a lotto. I couldn't believe it. So, that was very nerve-wracking. So, being out here side-by-side, Rod, as you know, it's not an easy task. I mean, you have to trust everybody around you.
Well, I always go to the theory that if you're trying to teach somebody new to this simulator, put them on Daytona or Talladega because it's the easiest track to drive. Why? Because you're just flat out. But some of you guys are pitting there. Yep. I'm a little behind you guys too, but
Bob Dixon and look like me and Joe Lark.
Like we always said, Bob Dixon's always one of the first ones to pit.
Right, and Tom Dixon, we miss you, Tom. Can't wait to see you out here again soon. But yeah, it looks like they're down to about 2 or 3 laps here to get these pit stalls put in. It looks like everybody's trying. Well, maybe not. You got a few guys out there.
We saw Randy Waugh take over the lead from Chris Elliott. Elliott dropped back about 9 spots. The crazy pushing going on back there.
Big time pitting. Look at all these guys coming in. Oh, Randy Waugh in his grass.
Oh, no. Waugh just had the
14
lead.
The trucks there. And they all made it, too, but Randy. That was it.
That's why Bob Dixon likes to pit early so he doesn't have to deal with what you just saw there. Like I said, I'm a little behind you because I'm watching the broadcast, but that's why they do that. But like I said, the easiest track to learn how to drive is this one. The hardest track to master is this one.
Correct. I mean, it's not driving the track that's the problem. It's the hard part. It's actually driving with 20 to 40 different live guys. So
as I always said, it's like playing 20 games of chess at the same time while you're driving at over 200 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. You get done with one of these races mentally, you are just drained.
Oh yeah,
it's tough, man. Even the sprints.
Watch out for the guys out front right now. Robert Breedlove, he is no stranger to winning these Talladega races.
All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to hop in and say hi while I'm watching the broadcast a little bit. And hey, you mentioned my name, so I had to come in and just say hi for a minute. Have fun, Jeff, taking my job away for the night.
No, man, I don't want your job. I
hear you, bud. I wish I could come Fridays and do this all the time. It's like I said, it's hit or miss with me whether I could make it. So I didn't want to commit to something that I know I could possibly not make it to. So.
Well, thanks for stepping in, stopping by and saying hi to your good friend Blaine and your good friend Jeffrey. Good Pasture. Hi, guys, on YouTube there. And John Martin. Let's go, Chris. Chris, you have a friend? I didn't know you had a friend.
Nice.
It was nice to see him out front for a change, yeah.
It was nice to see my brother. I'm proud of him. I think he's getting better here after a couple decades of Talladega racing. He's getting much better, but watch out for California Homestead. That guy's a beast.
All right, well, you guys enjoy your broadcast. I will talk to you guys soon. I know we got a mega race coming up. Looking very forward to that. Got a good, strong team this time. We finished second last time. No mistakes. We just got outbeat by, I think the Elliots had something to do with that. You guys had a really good night. So we lost Bob Spire, unfortunately. Can't be there for the next event, but we picked up John Wall. So I think we'll have a good, strong team.
You do. It's a heck of a team. A lot of good teams up for that race coming up. And can't wait. Once a month, baby. They're a lot of fun. All right, guys. Back to 3 wide, 4 wide on lap 22. We still have, is that Perry Bond or is that Rawson out front? Rawson.
Currently getting credit for the lead was Ulysses, but this whole pack still sorting itself out from the
they are
the pit cycle here. So we're just focused on Bobby Farrell here in the 7. Randy Waugh got bumped out of line there. We got Greg Palmer a little bit out of line there. Ken Roberts, Chris Elliott, Pat McCarskey, all those guys running off pace. Gary Mingus a little bit. And then, so we got some little bit of breakup always happens during these pit cycles. But now you're looking at this main pack. These guys are just going to be flying by all these smaller packs.
You got about 14 cars out of this main pack still together. So that was one heck of a pit stop, to maintain their togetherness right here. So if Graham that's trying to get up to that pack.
We're just seeing Roberts is tucking in with the main pack.
Behind Roberts.
He's a lap down, but he latched onto the back of that pack, so that's good.
And Bob Dixon even pitted early by himself, I believe, right? He did pit by himself.
He did with Mangialardi. He pitted with Mike Mangialardi.
They're sitting there top 10, so right there.
So Brian Rawson was the leader, and then at that time by the stripe, I believe that Rodney Sullins actually got the lead that time by. So a lot of different leaders already. Leaders so far, Randy Waugh, Greg Palmer, Chris Elliott, Mike Mangialardi, Brian Lovell, Ulysses Sandoval, Brian Rawson, and now Rodney Sullins.
That's about half. About half the guys.
Everybody, half the field's led a lap, and we're only 20 laps in.
John Godfrey? I don't think you did. John, I'm looking at you. I'm in your truck. Get up there. You can do it.
He hasn't led a lap yet.
Gary Heiser right there as well. Wow.
And Ulysses he does have 1 lap led now according to my stats, but it was weird how he was in the lead not getting credit for those laps. Palmer was getting credit for the laps led. I don't know how that was happening, but either way.
Well, he's from New York. What do you expect?
Yep. He's like, I'm going to lead these laps. And he did.
Got some action back there, Denny Carroll. John Godfrey up back on his wheels. And Graham McDonald back there.
Like we said before, there is no damage.
Mangialardi's involved.
Yeah.
Well, this all stacking back up here. That happened on lap 25, not quite halfway through.
Yeah, we did pit right around lap 8, about 17 to 19 was the pit window. So
obviously, I don't have the points. Who's trying to get into the chase? You have all the stats. Is everybody here tonight that's close or in it? Is it like the top 12? And so many people are already guaranteed. I mean, do you know the system, how it works?
Just give me a second here. I'm trying to line up this replay. Yeah, if you start, let me see. If you started 4 races and you won a race, you're in. Oh, I was just looking at the replay there. It looks like Godfrey, it looks like Mangialardi actually washed up a little bit. I can't get on. How come I can't get on Mike Mangialardi? There he is. Mike Mangialardi. Let's get on the helicopter view here. Slow motion helicopter view. Mangialardi coming onto the back straightaway, slid up just a little bit and tagged Graham McDonald and John Godfrey to cause that incident there. And again, like we said before, there is no damage here at Primetime Racing League other than your tires.
You think he was playing, what's that? He plays Call of Duty or something? Is that correct?
Black Hawk Down, yeah. Team Saber.
I think he was trying to do a little Black Hawk Down on Godfrey there.
What's that called? Delta Force. That's the game. Delta Force Black Hawk Down, yep.
He just gave a Delta Force move there.
Another game that came out in 2004.
We get old. But, yeah, you know, you're down 3 wide there, inside lane. You're gonna come up there. You gotta be prepared for that. He just slid up just enough to get John.
And we'll be looking here at the points on screen again. So wait, where is the chase? I have a chase graphic. So this graphic here provided by the league, the top 12 cars that are locked, drivers that are locked into the chase. So the guys highlighted in green won a race and participated in more than 4 races. If you actually start, you have to start more than 4 races. They don't want someone coming in, winning a race, and then not coming back into the playoffs. So you win a race, you've started 4, you're locked in, and then the other guys in the orange-red color have also been locked into the chase in points. So those red positions are up for grabs. They can still move around. But the green guys are locked.
They're locked in. Well, I don't see my name on that green list, but or the red list. So,
no, me neither. Yeah,
I'm way down there in the no list. But hey, on the YouTube chat, Mr. Jeffrey Goodpasture, he is doing his schoolwork like a good young man, and listen to the broadcast in the background. So you guys are doing phenomenal.
Thank you, Mr. Goodpasture.
Yeah, do a pretty good job there. So, but anyways, you need to hurry up that schoolwork, Mr. Goodpasture, because we need you back out here on the track, you know, and a lot of these leagues miss you out here, man, in your friendship as well.
We got Brian Wolf in the chat there too. Fluid Studios
Wolf in the house.
Wish to thank the drivers who participated in the End Gun Violence 120. Thank you, Blaine and Rod, Tarnation TV, for a great successful event. Looking forward to you guys returning to All-Star Racing League. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, that was a phenomenal race. It's really the only word you can describe it. We did It
was unfortunate because I watched that race, and to see him get taken out so quickly in that race, and he hung in there as long as he could, and but the car was pretty banged up pretty good. But I'm sure Brian will be back. Brian's a really great racer. Got to know him for a while there, and that boy can drive. So unfortunately, he just got caught up in something in that race. But yeah, great. It was a great event. A lot of hits on that race, you know. So I think it's like the third one I've seen in different places, different leagues. But always a pleasure to for anybody to be a part of that race. Yeah,
a lot of fun, successful race. Michigan's a great choice, some wide track. The setup was on rails, made for some great racing, a great broadcasting event too. Currently focused on Ken Roberts, first overall with 201 points, 1 win and 4 top 5 finishes after 6 races, dominating Primetime Racing League.
Why do we want to focus on that 55? I mean, this guy's won so many championships everywhere. He lives up there, up north somewhere.
We can focus.
He eats bears for dinner. The guy don't mess around. But anyway, no kidding aside. Yeah, better watch out for that guy because it's about halfway point. So the rest of you boys better figure something out real quick.
Well, we don't have to focus on Roberts. We can focus on Keith Bynum, the CEO of Primetime Racing League, currently 14th overall after 6 races with 124 points.
That's right, Keith Bynum. You know, all these guys can win. Anybody can win here, but all these guys have a really good shot of getting up there and taking a victory.
Lights are still on the pace truck. Look at me go. You just saw those 2 trucks move to the outside. I believe that would be the 22 of Greg Poma and the 41 of Denny Carroll. They went to the outside wall there. You can see them on the outside. They're just waiting for the lights to go off on the pace truck. And they will be
lucky dogs.
Your lucky dogs right here. If the lights on the truck go off and the lights on the wall stop flashing, they will get to drive around and get their lap back.
I think Rodney just went in the pit. I think he just went to get another wax job on that because ain't that the paint job that he used to go to that race and put that paint scheme on a real car? Is that the same one?
Let me check the Habana Brisa. Yes, it is.
So right now he's having those hot babes wax it. That's what you're doing, and Rodney. That's what you're doing right now, getting it this spit. You want to look good on the broadcast. I know.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah, that's a cool story about Rodney Sellens, man. He's an amazing painter in this community for, 2 decades now, probably. You know, these greatest NASCAR games ever created. And he's been a painter. Can't get a good angle on that thing. There it is. He actually made that car. Habana Brisa actually hired him to make that thing, and they flew him to Talladega. They didn't fly him. He lives in Alabama. He went to the track and actually got to sit on the war wagon behind the pit box of the car that he painted, and of course he put the paint on the truck.
A real car.
For this model.
That's insane. Oh, super this one, yeah. That's a super cool story. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. That's just the talent that this guy has. So I don't know if he's an artist or what he do. What Rodney? I never ask you what he does for a living, but it just shows you what you can get just by being a part of this sim community. And look, the guy ends up at a race in a pit box.
Well, and we talked to him
on a car. Yeah,
we talked to him about it too. Like, how did you get the gig? They were like on Facebook or something and just saw him posting the renders of all these trucks and cars that he designs in this sim. That's so NASCAR 2003 season.
Was it? It was NASCAR.
It was NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, man, they hired him to paint that." So he just used the similar style to just forward it over, and they had their guys turn it into a real big sticker, and they slapped it on a car, and you got to see that car.
Green. Here we go again. Lap 20. Now lap 30. That's the number 6. I got 3 cars that look the same. I couldn't see that. Is that the number 6 out front, Rawson?
Number 6 out front, Brian Rawson, leading this thing. The 30th lap.
Bob Dixon. Get her done, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Chris Elliott is hanging strong. You know, he's probably really tired because he delivered those things for about 4. He must have got tapped by the U-Man. U-Man, be good, boy.
Oh, U-Man, using those big elbows. We got Perry Bond looking to push Keith Bynum. Now, where's Rawson going to go? Oh, Bobby Farrell. Rawson might get left behind.
I'm on live. I got him down the middle right now. Lap 31. Is that where you're at?
Yep. 34 minutes in.
He's sucked back. He's in the middle by himself. Look at him. Everybody's like, nope. Heat Texas, you're going back.
6 of Brian Ross in that Valvoline truck. He saw that high line coming and he went for it, and then Bynum just drove around him.
Oh, Godfrey's sneaking on the outside.
They made that work.
He might get a lap of lead here. Let's go there. What's his sponsorship? Something town?
Let me see. I think that's is that LaJoy Town
LaJoy's?
Fair or something? I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, he's going to get this lap. Go, John. Oh, maybe. Barrel back on the inside. It's a drag race, and John gets it.
Yep. Another
driver with a lead lap.
Wow.
Keith Bynum stuck in the middle. Ooh. Loosey-goosey, 3 wide. Chris Elliott on the outside with Eric on the inside. This guy's starting to pick it up, bud.
Yeah. Watch that outside line move. They are a train on rails up there. Look at that. That's a great camera angle. I love that.
Which camera are you on?
The spectator cam.
Oh,
this camera pack's actually a little bit different from the one I'm used to because I forgot to replace the cam file in this track. It's similar.
I like it.
Yeah. I replaced the cam file from a user on Reddit named NR Clips does different cam files for the different tracks, and I forgot to replace it in here, but this is kind of a hybrid, I think. As this spectator cam is fantastic.
Look at Chris Elliott shooting it for 3 wide, second row, going to the front by himself. He has nobody behind him. Look at him. 3 wide, second row.
Yep. There goes that middle line. They're going to see that moving.
Oh, butt pace is
big push.
Butt pace and pushing for sure.
Yeah.
Got Denny Carroll behind him. Breed Love in the middle behind Rodney. Keith Bynum, Ken Roberts in the middle, 3 wide. Front to back.
It's going to be Corey's dad leading another lap here in the 21 Crimson Tide.
Oh, we got another YouTube. Man, you're a popular guy, Blaine.
Try to be.
You know, you might know this guy. You know, he's a rough, tough. He's not as sexy as I am, but Craig Hagley. You know, he's a ladies' man. Doing a lot of construction lately. Hey, how you doing, Craig? Good evening, gentlemen, is what he's saying. Back to the leader, Randy Wall, the 21, has taken first place to 44. Brian Lovell is second, and Chris Elliott fighting hard on the outside for third, going for second.
Yep. In the YouTube
chat,
wide. John Martin. Oh, no.
Up. Oh, there they go.
Wow.
Big calamity.
We are going into a replay mode and watching Ulysses Sandoval fly into the stratosphere.
That's what he likes to do. Absolute
catastrophe. Don't spell that word wrong.
I wouldn't even try.
If you spell catastrophe wrong, you get a cat ass trophy.
There you go. Well, Randy Wall takes the yellow on that one, so he'll maintain the lead there. So, yeah, they're racing hard. I think they got a little loose. It was 3 wide, and didn't see quite what happened. I'll roll back if you like.
Now we got her. Yeah, thanks everybody in the YouTube chat there. We got John Martin saying, let's go, Chris. 1 second. We're going to go in Mingus' truck here. We just want to see what this looks like from a cockpit view if you're watching. We'll do this again in slow-mo. This is what Gary saw. Nothing he could do about that.
The Mingus.
And we can back that up a bit. No, that's Mingus, yeah. So Mingus was literally had nowhere to go. He sees that line going, and there's nothing you can do.
Are you on a helicopter view?
I'm on Far Chase on Mingus right now.
Oh, they're bumper to bumper. We'll see. You have Rodney on the U-man there.
Did anybody get through that? I think Roberts did. Yeah, Roberts did. Just checking out the replay here, yeah. Let's see if we can get the drone cam
see
here.
What happened. Yeah, the Mitch Godfrey and Barrow made some contact, lane 1, lane 2, which shot John up a little bit, but he checked up, and everybody behind him didn't react fast enough, and just chain reaction. We have Brian Lovell holding down with, look at Eric, the young man we were speaking to him earlier, driving an 80 truck. How many times do y'all say? How many times do you guys say car?
Oh, all
80
day,
truck.
dude. 80 car truck.
I think we should just make them all big wheels and just call them big wheels and green machines.
Yeah, tricycles.
There you go.
We're just getting different angles of this.
Then you man wouldn't know what a big wheel is, right? You wouldn't think.
Maybe. Let's see here. Who do I want to get on now? We're going to do Robert Breedlove. Oh, yeah. I got the camera on Robert Breedlove. I can't keep it straight.
Well, let's give it up to Pat McCarsky, holding down third place.
Yeah, catastrophic.
I have Stephen
Right there.
Branstetter out there on the track and position 22.
Oh, did he make it back in? He did. There he is, Stephen Branstetter. Unfortunately, he's 26 laps down. I believe he got caught in that connection issue. But he was able to get rebooted and get back in here. I'm assuming that's what happened. We don't know for sure.
Yeah,
But being that many laps down and disappearing from the race.
Well, we don't have Mrs. Palmer in here tonight, Jessica. So, but the butt pace, although he got turned in the infield earlier in the race, he's holding down fourth position right now. He's back.
Yeah, Ulysses went sky high on that when he's in the YouTube chat saying, "There go my limbs," and that was quite the launch.
We know you, man. You like to fly a lot. So Pat McCarsky he used to work for the airlines, so I'm sure he can get you a job being a pilot or even an airplane or something like that. So.
Couple of trucks on pit lane there. Looks like Eric Lovell, Pat McCarsky, Robert Breedlove. Who is this coming out of here now? That'll be the 44 of, I want to say, wow, I should know the 44, shouldn't I? Brian Lovell.
44 would be Brian Lovell.
Yeah.
Good to see Mingus out there. Look at him. I like that truck. He's always has those chrome numbers. That's a sharp-looking truck.
For those of you who don't know NASCAR that well, this little official here at the stop sign. Right now, the stop sign is green and says go. He does turn that around to say stop sometimes.
You know what the funny part is? I've not even watched a bit of your broadcast except when you put up the graph for the points, but I'm just calling it live, like, looking at the different parts of the field. Nate Balzer looking forward to the breast cancer awareness race for a cure, September 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern time, with all these drivers and Tarnation TV. You all the best. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks, Nate, buddy. How's that camping going? You got some like marshmallows and hanging out inside with AC and watching a big 70-inch screen TV. I mean, give us a picture.
I love how if he is watching this in high definition, Tarnation TV does push out 8 kilobits per second. So we got optimum bit rate. So if you do watch it in 1080p, it looks crystal clear. But yeah, you can just reminded me to put up the schedule on the screen there for the upcoming broadcasts. Next week, next Friday, join us here again, Primetime Racing League, right here at the Primetime Superspeedway. And then we will be at the High Voltage Racing League. The Maverick Series hits Kansas on September 10th. That's a Tuesday. And then we come back here to PTRL again, September 20th. And like you just said, Nate Balzer, the Breast Cancer Awareness Race for a Cure. We'll be working on that one, building a cool one for you there. Another great cause. Join us there for that one. All here at Tarnation TV's YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, of course, for subscribing and watching.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, punch the punching bag, whatever you got to do.
Yeah. I can't actually believe people watch this. You know what's amazing, too, I find?
What's that?
That, not to give ourselves a high five here at Tarnation TV, but, the videos only get like a couple hundred hits in an evening. But we're able to, beat Flatout Racing Network in hits, even though they have, 2,000 subscribers and we only have like 200?
Well, it's when you did a lot of our races the first couple of seasons, and we did a lot. I think we have close to 200 races, Blaine, between Friday night, Saturday night, Shake and Bake, and the I'm on Fire, and Thursday nights, and then I Blank Excellence on Sundays, and then we Fast and Furious on Friday. Dude, go back and look how many you did. It's crazy. But I would take those links and put them out to different Talladega websites like Tailgaters, and nothing to do with some racing, but racing. And you actually had a lot of outside people watching these races besides drivers and their families. So I try to help Seth as well. Look at the megas. They're in the 3s, up to 350s, 400. So a lot of people watching. Man,
you are like Jeffrey Elliott. You are by far the biggest fan of the broadcasters. You push our races out to, like you said, to everyone. And Seth's broadcasts, and he's got a huge subscriber count. And, we're able to compete with those guys. And like you said, too, it all comes back to just being one big happy community here. Like, Seth's links are in the description of all my videos.
That's awesome.
It's like, hey, great. Check out Flatout Racing. Check out Top Dragster, JTN.
I think if everybody does that together, it brings y'all much more exposure for everybody. JTN, all the guys getting ready to go green. Got double juice out front, Mangiolati on the outside.
Yeah, it's great.
Green. I love 39. We got down to what, 27 laps to go? 26.
Yeah, so I'm wondering. From here, it's definitely going to be one more pit stop, at least. Yeah, I'm a big fan of jumping in races. A lot of guys
just went and pitted, topped off. I don't know what the plan is here. Maybe they're planning on a yellow, but it was top 10. You got Double Deuce, Greg Palmer. You got Mr. Heath Texas, Ross in second, Rodney Stallings in third, Mangiolati fourth, Bob Dixon. 5th position on the outside, Graham McDonald. Is he still a lap down?
Speaking of Graham McDonald, no. Graham McDonald is on the lead lap, currently running 7th.
Being pushed by Ken Roberts.
Speaking of Bob Dixon, guess who has the fastest lap tonight?
I would think probably Bob Dixon.
Yeah, it was Mingus, but now it's Bob Dixon, 200.88 mile per hour average, 47.6 seconds around this thing, and that's an average time in speed. So to be 200 miles an hour, wild.
This ain't turbo, is it? Bo needs to step on that gas pedal for Mr. Mingus a little bit harder. Bo's a sweet dog.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, man, it's amazing that when you catch those fastest laps during the race. Usually a lot of guys catch them on the same lap. You notice.
It is.
Still holding it down.
It's all the bumping and the bump drafting and the right times, and it just amplifies. Currently focused on Mingus and helicopter camera in that middle line, looking to scoot up there to that 4th row behind Mangiolati. If he catches the right bumps,
right, yeah, and he falls back right there. When you a couple of links off, 4 or 5 spots off that lane, you just don't go anywhere.
Yeah. McCarskey on the outside.
We saved it. Look at that. Woo, to 29 to 60 in the Doritos. I believe it was somebody else. They were drifting. They saved it. Great save, guys.
There was a couple.
Palmer takes another lap.
Yep, there was a couple of moves there that just prevented a huge wreck.
You see the drifting?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in helicopter camera. We saw the whole thing.
Well, I had drifting school one night, so all the big dogs came out and we taught each other how to drift a little bit.
Yep. Mike Mangiolati pushed up to the outside there. He's going to lose some spots. Got no buddies. So one thing about super speedway racing, if you don't have any friends, you're going backwards.
Well, you got 3 of them right there with Heath Texas separating them. Those big Burt Screwdriver's crew there. Greg Palmer, Rodney, and Ken Roberts.
Pat McCarskey there, currently running in 17th last time past the stripe. Just trying to find a slot in behind Chris Elliott. Looks like Mangiolati.
Well, I was counting. There's about 6 red trucks out there. If you see them, they all kind of get together right now in a way, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they all just get together. and act like it's a team event and draft up there. What do you think?
It'd be interesting to see.
Well, they're single file. They're these guys up front know what they're doing. I think their strategy is right now they don't care who's going to win. They're just going to help each other, and it's going to be tough to get by those top 4 guys.
I think you're right. Yeah, those guys in the front are tough to beat, especially on the Lotto qualify, having Ken Roberts start in the back, and then now he's just been up the front. Does Ken actually have a lap led? No, he doesn't. He's a guy who always leads some laps too. So, also pointing out, Steven Brandstetter and Gary Heiser both retired from the race. I was looking for Heiser because I tried to get on everybody's vehicle here, and I couldn't see the black 3.
There's no damage out there. Look at Ken Roberts shooting to the low lane there with Eric, Randy Wall. They're making a move on them boys. He left his teammates. Ken Roberts left his teammates. Why don't you do that while I'm out there?
Yeah. It's also about 20 laps left here, so lots of time to get back with them.
All I can say is a Palmer, forget about it. Forget about it. Keith Bynum shooting 3rd lane up there with Mr. Chris Elliott and the Doritos ride.
Trying to get around that 41 of Denny Carroll. Might not work. If they could get a couple more trucks up there, they could probably get something going.
Come on, Breedlove, get up there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got some calamity there. Oh, just about all of them over there across the finish line.
Every single person on planet Earth.
Except top 4.
Oh, my goodness. The 41 and the 7-Eleven looked like they went on a date. Did you see that one?
Yeah, our trucks and cars, they go on dates once in a while, if you notice that.
Yeah.
They won't let go.
That's nice. They were holding hands. What's that?
They were. Dancing.
There we go. Instant replay of the 41 and the 7-Eleven doing the Wango Tango. Yeah.
Remember, we had a few races back a couple years ago and made it like a little baby NASCAR. Remember that?
Yeah. Sometimes that happens. You got David Attenborough.
Well, who's out front? Look who's out front. My best friend. Not. I'm just kidding, kid. I love you.
Well, actually, you know what it was? Now I'm replaying this with the 41.
I'm trying to
look for it. Let me see here. We can zoom this out a bit. It looks like the 41 was going to crash really hard, and then the 7-Eleven does him a favor and just kind of catches him. He catches him right here, and he just carries him. He didn't want him to roll anymore, so he caught him. And he's like, here, gonna let you down now. Puts him down. And there's not even a scratch on the thing. It's brand new. Go ahead.
Hey, that's how John is. He just cares about people.
John saw that the 41 was in trouble and decided to carry him to safety.
Well, let me take that back. You say the 41? Because I haven't seen it yet. he actually helped the 41?
He did. The 41 was flipping, and John caught him and carried him to safety.
John, well, he was a helping person through his working career. So he as much as who wants to help Denny? Well, heck, John
Denny wins enough of these things. Denny doesn't need any help. I need a graphic to put up on helper of the race. I don't have a graphic to put around John right now, but thanks for designing the track, John.
I'm watching that right now. It's he just kind of carried him for a little ride.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The car was flipping, and then John caught him and carried him to safety. So we have a lap led by Ken Roberts. So we have 2 laps led by Ken Roberts now.
About 20 guys, close to 20 guys. Brian Level took a hit hard on the inside wall. So, obviously, everybody's going to get some gas here. Finish this baby off on the green. What do you think?
I believe you're right. Yeah, because we're within... I don't know. I mean, I think under yellow, I think, yes, definitely they can make it on fuel.
I think because over 20 laps on tank, easy.
Yeah, they were doing about 19. The latest pit stops on the first full green cycle were coming in around 19. So we can definitely make it because now we're going to be under yellow for a couple more laps, so this should be fine. Thanks again for watching the race. And there's our schedule again coming up. Thanks to Jeff for helping me out do this one. That didn't even make sense. Thanks to Jeff for helping me do this one. Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. It's been a long week. I don't know if your mic is muted or Jeff's just not talking to me anymore. We've had a disagreement, and Jeff has given me the silent treatment. Upcoming broadcasts currently on your screen, focused on the truck of Pat McCarskey. Your current race leader, Mike Mangialardi, found his way back to the front after that pit cycle. We also may not be done with the pit cycle. Pit cycle is not complete.
Sorry, buddy. I had to step away there. I didn't know you
problem.
didn't have it. What happened to the elevator?
Yeah. All right, man. Giuliani let a couple more laps.
Down there. Climb.
So these guys will definitely be able to make it to the end.
Oh, definitely.
There's Ulysses Sandoval, Greg Palmer, Ken Roberts, the Pace Truck, John Godfrey, Randy Waugh, Brian Lovell, Brian Rawson, Pat McCarskey, Chris Elliott, Rodney Sullins, Eric Lovell, Rodney Sullins again, Perry Bond, Mike Mangialardi, Bobby Farrell, Gary Mingus, Keith Bynum, Breedlove, Dixon, Graham McDonald.
Back to Mr. Nate. I guess he's roughing it out. Probably got some kind of pina colada sitting in a jacuzzi inside of his tent.
Remember, everybody, Graham McDonald and his lovely wife Margaret have been married 39 years.
39 years. Graham, you need to change that number to 39.
Yeah. Oh, the car number. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there you go. But hey, kudos to anybody who's been married half that the time frame. But man, that's awesome to hear stories like that.
Yeah, that's a good haul, man. If Margaret's watching, happy anniversary, Margaret. I know Graham's watching, or will be. Happy anniversary, Graham. And thanks for inviting Tarnation TV to broadcast some of these races at the end of the season here. It's always really cool. A lot of fun doing this. Thanks, of course, to the bands that support the show as well. Most of them are my friends. Jonathan Barry at the start there doing the riffing. I don't think I'm in that one. Sometimes John and I do some jamming on the old guitars, and he gets on the computer and puts songs together and then just texts them to me. I'm like, wait a second, that's me?
I watched your podcast. You play like the tangerine, whatever.
Yeah, the tambourine. Tangerine will eat in a tangerine.
And the flute. You had the flute too, right?
Yeah. The triangle.
Yeah.
And
flute.
What's that other thing? The hurdy-gurdy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have Bert Screwdriver's crew out first and second there, and that's 2 lanes right there out of 3. So good luck, guys, to get by those. Greg Palmer.
Especially now on the closing laps, man. That's a tough, top 6 we're looking at here. They could build a wall and keep everybody back there, but it's a long race.
The good thing is they're not helping each other because they're side by side. And but you know what? I don't know, man. They find a way to get together somehow.
Ulysses Sandoval just ducked below the yellow line and picked up some thumbtacks. Did you see that?
Is that what that was?
Is he going to throw those out the window later?
I think he's probably going to sabotage. You don't upset Margaret.
There was like
24 behind you.
There was like a little bag down there near the apron, and he ducked down and he reached out the window and he picked up that little bag. I'm like, I wonder what was in that bag. I wonder if he's going to like James Bond oil slick or something.
Well, knowing him, he'll probably sleep until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, by the way.
Ulysses?
Yeah, he sleeps in like 2 o'clock.
Nah, he's got stuff to do, man.
I called him up like last week, and he's still sleeping at 2 o'clock.
Wow. Jealous.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Yeah. Talking about a guy who's come a long way in a short time. It's been a few years, and this dude fits right in the mix with these guys up front who've been legends in this sim for a long, long time. Roberts, Palmer, Carroll, Dixon, Keith Bynum, Robert Breedlove, and there's usually Ulysses, you know.
Van Gilardi and Pat McCarskey. I don't know how long they've been racing. I don't think Mike has that long, but he's come a long way. All these guys have been racing a long time. So it's good to see these guys stay together, you know, wherever they race. And, you know, it's like one big happy family. It's like pretty cool.
All us old dudes that have been playing this thing since it was brand new, and then all these younger guys who were finding it later and jumping right into it. And the community. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to hang out with all these people, you know?
Well, I'm green. Here we go again. Ken Roberts and Palmer. My brother Chris loves for us to say green. So it is going green. And you want to run down top 10 real quick?
Sure can. Ken Roberts, Greg Palmer, Ulysses Sandoval, Denny Carroll, Graham McDonald, Bob Dixon, Robert Breedlove, Keith Bynum, Gary Mingus, Bobby Farrell, and in the 11th position, Perry Bond.
Out of her game.
Got to throw one more in there just because at the line, who knows what happens.
That's right.
Yeah,
Rodney's trying to make it 3 wide, about 8 deep back there. We'll see what he can do. He's got a couple cars behind him. Oh, Godfrey saves it.
Godfrey saves it. Oh, we got to go back. I was just off camera. We'll load up that and give that a rewind.
We are down to about 15 laps to go, 14 and a half.
Good call, yeah. Wow, how that wasn't an accident, I have no idea.
I know, they're bouncing off each other, but they saved it.
Oh, it looks like John is gone.
He's gone?
Yeah, I focused back to the main live race, and John Godfrey's car has disappeared. So he perhaps retired.
Okay.
It's not showing him as retired.
Well, he had to do that quickly because he was still up to speed.
Yeah.
After he went off a couple cars.
We'll keep you posted on that one.
All right, y'all. Y'all got about 14 laps or so to get around that 55. Uh-oh. Something happened back there at Breedlove.
Breedlove saved it too, though. Another big save. Oh, there's another big accident. What's that?
A 38 and a 44.
Man.
Oh, and Keith Bynum and Bobby Farrell.
All right, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we probably missed some of it, so we'll back that up. There was a couple of little accidents that actually looked like Breedlove saved it right here. Watch from helicopter because you can see a wider angle of this. Huge lanes change right there. I had to actually check up. Denny cut him off. Something awful. The 931 actually saved it the first time.
Right, I see that.
And then something happens in front of him. So let's see who's going sideways here. Rodney Sullins is involved in it. Yeah, okay. Back that up a little bit more here. Yes, the 41 cuts off the 931. Rawson threads that needle. Nice move there. And 44 came up just a little bit too much. Oh, Bynum got sent for a ride.
A few of them did for sure.
Wow. Yeah, where did that come from? I just want to see that one. That was a big wallop there to the 63 truck. Oh, I see. The thing was hooking, and then it hooked back the other way. It straightened up. Came right back across the track. Bobby Farrell got I got a really good view of the 63, to say the least. So this will bring out yellow, unfortunately, and I'm sure we're going to
definitely be racing back. I'm sure when it's going to green.
We'll get on pit lane camera here. Some of these guys are going to need fresh rubber, so it looks like we're going to have Keith Bynum, Robert Breedlove, and the Habana Brisa 38 of Rodney Sullins headed down pit road.
And Graham McDonald, your good friend, Mr. Goodpasture, said he's been married 3 years coming up this Halloween.
3?
Just 3. You know, 3's a long time, too. Congratulations there, Mr. Goodpasture.
Yeah, what's mine?
I'll step away while they're on yellow for a few minutes. You think you can hold down the broadcast?
Certainly can, buddy. Let it rip.
I know you're new. I just picked you up tonight, you know, but I hope you enjoy my broadcast over here at Tarnation TV, sir. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's my first day. You got to start somewhere. Yeah, the wife and I got married on Halloween in 2020.
Well, knowing you, that's probably true.
But I've known her for like a long time, but since 11. So yeah, 13, 14 something years. Yeah. There's a blue moon on 2020 Halloween.
And where'd you guys meet?
In a mosh pit.
I was about to say a mosh pit, inside of a mosh pit, like throwing each other around.
We were at a bar and we had our friends. We knew the guys in the band, heavy metal band, and we both showed up. And a few years after that, away we went.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, kudos. And how long y'all been together?
About 14 years. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
13, 14? Yeah, it's 2011-ish. We can't really remember. Been a good ride.
Great. I'll be right back.
Yeah, buddy. I'm going to
Bob
sit here.
Dixon and what's that, 5th place?
Bob Dixon currently billed in 5th place. No laps led for him yet, but he's up there. A lot of lead changes tonight. We'll just go down the list. Who's got the most? Mike Mangialardi has led 11 laps. Ken Roberts has led 8. Greg Palmer, 8 as well. Actually, Ken Roberts has 9. Greg Palmer has 8. Leading laps also is Ulysses Sandoval, Brian Rawson, Randy Hua, Brian Lovell, Rodney Sullins, Keith Bynum, and John Godfrey. There's a couple people here this evening that were able to lead laps. That's super, super cool. Jeffrey Goodpasture in the YouTube chat. We got married on Halloween 2021, but been together for over 12 years. Look at that. We're like in the same boat. We got married on 2020 Halloween because it was a blue moon, which means it's the second full moon in a month is a blue moon. First time since the 60s, a blue moon had happened on a Halloween night. So we had to do it. So good luck catching one of them again. And we will flip back to the points situation coming into this race, of course. This isn't real time, obviously. All race results at the end of the race will be unofficial. The administration team will comb through the replay to make sure everything is hunky-dory before applying the correct points going into the next race. This is the final race before the chase, which brings me to another screen, which means I have to push this button. The drivers listed on your screen right now are locked into the chase, the ones at the bottom in that red-orange color. Currently, they are in, based on points. Eric Lovell on that bubble in the 12th position. They only take 12 trucks into the playoffs. Eric Lovell at the bottom. Currently, he's running in 4th, which is pretty darn good. But like I said, this race is not over yet. Kelly Causey, Brian Lovell, Denny Carroll, Ken Roberts, Randy Waugh, and Greg Lovell are highlighted in green because they have started at least 4 races here in Primetime Racing League Superspeedway Truck Series here on Friday night, and they've won. So if you have a win and you've started more than 4 races, you are locked in also. They do that on purpose because you don't want somebody popping in for a race, winning, and then just not coming back until the playoffs. You got to show your dedication. That's the reason for that, needing to run the 4. So with 4 starts and a win, those guys are locked in as well. So it's pretty interesting. That is the total amount of drivers who have made a race start here at the Primetime Racing League. Ken Roberts, Randy Waugh, Brian Lovell, John Godfrey. A 3-way tie for 5th. Greg Lovell, Denny Carroll, and Ulysses Sandoval coming into this race, all with 166 points. It's pretty tight. You win here, you get a lot of points. They do have a different point structure. That's why after 7 races, these guys only have 166 points. That doesn't make sense, right? Because if you get into a race like this, you're usually coming out with 100 points. It's race 7. That doesn't make sense. Well, they've changed how the points are actually tallied.
I am back.
Yeah, we're just talking about points here, how they tally them a little bit different. You only get like 1 or 2 points per position, right? So then it's a lot tighter right now. And people who win obviously have way more because there's bonus points for winning and leading laps and all that good stuff.
I think it's doing scores manually. It's I think it's like 3 points if there's no bonus involved.
I think so, yeah. With a game export, would export that with like there's a 10-point gap between each position, I think, or 5.
The top couple or like 5. I don't think it's 5 all the way down to 40.
No,
I think
here it definitely isn't. No. And last time we broadcasted here, we made a mistake at the end of the race. If it was going to go 1 to green, they threw the yellow out to keep it yellow, so there would never be a catastrophe at the end. However, the league voted that rule out. So we are within 10 to go. We will race back. Oh, Eric's got to get
Eric
back in green.
Back in line there.
He's okay. But yeah, we are in the race back situation, so if yellow does come out, they will not lift. They will race back to the line.
Roberts. 3 wide. Out to get go.
And if we do get into a 1 to go situation, we will be 1 to go. Oh, they're stacking on the bottom here. Eric Lovell falling way back. I wonder if he's having problems locally in his living room where he's playing this thing, because he just went from the front row right to the back almost.
He did.
He fell
Chris Elliott
to the back.
Trying to get that outside going.
Got
a lot of help behind them. Let's see what they can do. Bob Dixon running in 4th. Go, Bobby.
Bob is no stranger to this track. He loves this stuff. Superspeedway racing is what Bob does.
I think he's 76 years old.
Nice.
This man can drive.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you give out your age there, Mr. Dixon, but hey, you'd be proud of that.
And he can compile factoids like nobody's business. So stay tuned after the race if Bob is successful on the factoids compilation.
Hey, you're right. He is the factoids for just about every league he races in.
Yep. He'll run the replay through the analyzer, and he'll give you all the cool stuff. Lots of bump drafting.
When he's not around, we have Gary Mingus silly statistics.
Slingshots, silly statistics of the race.
With Bo. All right, Mr. Roberts, it's going to be hard to beat. Look at that. You got Eddie Carroll in 2nd, Palmer in 3rd, Bobby Dixon in 4th. Is that Mingus in 5th?
That is Mingus in 5th, right behind Bob Dixon in the STP truck.
Oh, we got to spin out. Keep him in the back with somebody.
That'll bring yellow up, but it won't matter.
Back.
We are racing back. Is yellow? Did yellow come out?
Yeah, it had to. It was on the track.
Yellow is out, yes.
Yeah, they're racing back, though.
We are racing back, yep. This is the race here. Ulysses Sandoval right next to Mingus.
Bobby tries to go down.
Oh, yeah.
Palmer. That was close.
He was looking. Might have cost him a couple of spots, though.
Oh, 3 wide. 4 wide at the line for 4th place.
What is happening? Nice.
That was fun to watch.
4 wide at the line to take us back around. Bob is 5th at the line. So he only lost 1 spot. You know something? That's pretty rad. We're gonna back that up. These guys are going 4 wide.
Still shot that 4
that was
wide.
Crazy,
that was
man.
pretty good.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at a different angle on that Bob Dixon move there, because that was pretty awesome. The yellow was up, but they're still going full speed, racing back to the yellow flag at the line. Bob in the 43 takes a look underneath Palmer right here, and Palmer slams the door. Forces everybody to fan out because Bob is losing momentum. Right. Look at that. That's great.
He said, forget about it.
And at the line, yeah, he kept a nose in front of Mingus. The race isn't over. That's just locking in the grid for the next green.
I think it's going to be any lap cars. Mr. Stats.
We do. Cars? John Godfrey is 8 laps down.
Is he still in the race?
He is still, according to my scoring, he is still in the race, yes. Interesting thing about the
shootout, maybe?
I think we will definitely go green again, yeah. It's an interesting thing about how the game, how the spotter works in here. The spotter can call, car on the inside, you're on the outside, car on the outside, you're on the inside. Oh, you're 3 wide. He doesn't call 4 wide. He just says, hold your line. So you're relying on cars behind you to get live in the TeamSpeak voice chat to be like, you guys are 4 wide up there.
Well, I was about to say,
okay, we are 4 wide up there. So you really concentrate on holding your line. Like, don't look around, just hold your line and trust that the 3 people around you are also going to do the same. And those guys demonstrated that beautifully.
Well, you don't hear what goes on in a room of 20 to 40 guys.
Oh, man. It's cool.
And I do as a driver. And we say 4 wide quite often sometimes. And it takes talent from everybody to make it work, even through a corner or half a corner. But, it gets that was neat to see. And they held it together.
Yep. And this track, you can go 4 wide all the way around here. But you need other drivers in the back watching that to spot for you, because the spotter doesn't say it. You just need people around you saying, you guys are 4 wide up there, and then to really concentrate on that line. Because you can come and go a little bit. But when you're 4 wide, you really got to keep that tight line. And it really does lean on the setup. You can tell pretty quick you come to a track of this size with the setup, if you're even able to do it.
Well, I'd give any other driver a free plain bunny and a muffin if you can beat the 55.
You're thinking the 55 truck's the one to beat, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a good call.
You have his teammate behind him.
I was going to say, even with Palmer, Carroll, Perry Bond, Jeff Dixon's back there. Not Jeff Dixon.
Dixon?
Who's Jeff Dixon?
Jeff Dixon.
Bob Dixon.
I like
Who's
that.
Who's Jeff Dixon? Oh, that's my friend. Yeah, he doesn't play this game. I haven't seen him in a while. We usually go to dinner.
Going to have multiple driving names.
Jeff Dixon.
Man.
I should text him. See if they're doing breakfast tomorrow. Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Dixon. Who knew that was going to happen?
That's a pretty cool name. I might name my next child.
That's so funny, yeah, because you got Jeffrey Goodpasture, Jeffrey Elliott, and you've got Bob Dixon, Tom Dixon, and I know a guy named Jeff Dixon, so it just
do you really
blended together in my head, yeah. Yeah, he's married to a friend of ours. He's awesome. A master electrician. He helped me wire some stuff in the house. The only reason this computer doesn't explode is because he fixed the outlet.
That's right up Ken Roberts' alley.
Oh, this is interesting. In the YouTube chat live, Robert Breedlove says, we got the 55.
Get him, Breedlove.
Yeah. So does that mean we got him like we're going to protect him, or we got him like we're going to pass him and win this thing?
Well, I think you should just pull up next to him and look at him. Say, what are you looking at? Just stare him down. And If anybody could do it, it's that big stone gapper up there, number 41. Lives on a mountain.
And he's
wrestles grizzly
clutching.
bears.
Maybe he's not clutching. He can't be clutching. Is Danny Carroll clutching?
I wouldn't think so. I think
He is.
Plenty of gas.
Yeah, no, he's clutching. I figured they'd have tons of gas. You wouldn't need to clutch at all.
Right.
That's just what you do, though. Once a clutcher, always a clutcher.
Keeps in the back. Somebody's pitting. Who's that? Everybody?
That'll be Rawson.
Rawson.
So let's see here. What's Rawson pitting for, I wonder? Let's see what Brian Rawson's going to do.
All right, Mingus.
Getting
I'm whispering
tires.
to you right now. Hook up with the Doritos, follow the STP, and get by the 55.
He's getting a full set of tires.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Brian Rawson.
So, you know, Brian knows what he's doing.
So Brian Rawson exiting the pits. After getting a full set of tires. That's interesting. But you know what? If you're at the back of the pack, why not, right?
Well, you know, even in 2 laps, you might be able to get.
Does that
you
help?
never know what could happen.
Would you rather have scuffed tires or would you rather have brand new ones?
Oh, you know me, I'll run scuffs. But
Yeah.
especially with 2 laps to go.
I mean, you've literally won races with no fuel. Like, you'll run the lowest line possible. You'll be in the grass down here, just taking the shortest lane around this track. And I don't even know how you do it sometimes.
I don't clutch, and
Me neither.
I never have, never will. And
I do a little bit.
people say, "Why do you run below the yellow line?" Yeah, it doesn't say gas. Well, I believe it does.
It's the shortest way.
The shortest way around, and you saw it on I'm on Fire many times.
Yep. Yeah, where it's like you could clutch and get the same result, but like I don't clutch enough, right? Like I'll clutch a little bit, and I don't know why. If these guys consistently do it all the time, it definitely adds up by the end of the race. You could end up saving yourself half a lap. If I do it for 2 laps, it's not going to do anything. But these guys do it all the time because it does work.
No, it does. There we go, man. We have 2 laps.
Yes, we do. Pace truck is off. We will go green. The next flag.
Give me a winner. Give me a winner. What do you think?
Oh, jeez. Perry Bond.
Go, Perry. I'm going to give it to Bobby Dixon. Let's go.
All right. Green flag in the air. The next flag will end this race.
And Roberts jumps out to a 2-car length on 3rd place.
Truck.
And yeah, that's what I meant.
All right. Here we go. Outside line moving.
Go, Danny, go.
Big
why are you helping out them boys? Come on. Oh, I can't be biased. I'm sorry.
Well, you know Roberts loves that line. That's that middle lane. It's the fastest lane.
I don't want to talk about the 22. Who's the 22? Forget about him.
Forget about it.
Ken
that
Roberts
middle line's
got a lot of help right there. That's going to be hard to get by that guy.
That's the fastest line around this track is that middle lane. And everybody's in it right now.
Yep.
Except for 5 of them. You guys want to do something, they got to split lanes here eventually.
You can't wait, guys. You got to do something. Get off the back of that 60 and start going high or something.
Ulysses is coming strong on the outside with Graham McDonald right behind him back there behind Mingus. Now they're staying in line. Ulysses is going for it. Mingus goes the other way.
Mingus, go for it. Perry
Mingus.
Drop low, Perry. Drop low, Perry. Come on. Where's Chris Elliott? Where the heck he's at?
Chris Elliott is in the inside line back there behind Bobby Farrell.
Yeah, here it is.
White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go from this point on.
Go, you man. Start something. I wish I was out there. I'd be up on that 55 like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. Little squirrel. Nobody's going with Ulysses.
Come on, guys. You got a half a lap. Ken Roberts out first. Double Deuce, Buck Pace 22. Greg Palmer second. Denny in third. And Perry in fourth. Look at Graham holding down fifth. Here we go. You got
Graham
a little something going on. A little late, though. Come on, Rodney.
Into the tri-oval we go. I don't believe. Oh, I don't think they got it.
Oh, here we go. What we got? Ah, it was close.
Oh,
Mr. Roberts,
nice. Well, it looks like we got Ken Wren as an absolute catastrophe back there. Ken Roberts.
Congratulations,
your winner.
Mr. Roberts. I told you it was going to be Ken Roberts.
Yeah, where did he qualify? At the back almost. That's crazy. Congratulations to Ken Roberts. Lotto qualifying put him near the back of this thing. 66 laps later, he's hanging that checkered flag out the window. Thanks to my buddy Julian Craig for writing this song. His band Hate Fuel provided this.
That was close between a 41
a demo
42.
track. Oh, he's going for a ride right over the Tarnation TV sign. I forgot we were on the grass. That's cool. There's another one.
So next time you talk to Double Deuce, ask him if that's his personal teddy bear on the back of his truck.
The
He kind of looks like Paul. But hey, congratulations to what after penalties and stuff. But right now, unofficial results: 55 in first, Ken Roberts, Greg Palmer second. It looks like to me, is that correct? Followed up by the podium of number 41, Big Stone Gaffer, Denny Carroll.
Well, my camera is losing its mind right now. We got to change that. Okay.
Harry Mon fourth. You man fifth, top five.
What is going on with my drone cam? I believe it's broken. The drone guy is on vacation.
Oh, that's the best camera of the whole thing.
Yeah. It's here somewhere. I just can't find it. Oh, wait a second. I didn't turn it on. There it is. So see, you got to turn the drone cam on. That's why drone cam wasn't working.
That might help.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a race.
That was an exciting race. A lot of action.
That was really good.
20, how many cars we have? Trucks out there? 20.
Total 22.
22.
Yep. PTRL. Primetime Racing League, race number 7 of 10. We will be back next Friday for race number 8, first race of the chase. I'm just going to save up. Do you want to do the interviews, man? Because you can grab the, what is it? We got Carroll, Palmer, and Roberts.
Let me, let's get Mr. Factoids. You want to get those over? Or you want to do those at the end?
Oh, we're doing it right now. Yep. If Bob's able to do it, let's do it right now.
Let me bring Bobby down here real quick. Let's find out.
Cool. I'll save up all my info. I'll make Jeff do all the talking. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you for watching, everybody who did watch.
He is actually doing them for the drivers before they leave. He's almost done, so we'll get him down here real quick first. And
awesome.
What? They do the top 3 here at Prime?
Yeah, we'll do top 3. Thank you, everybody, for watching this evening. Or stay tuned to the channel for more racing. We've kind of geared back a little bit. We were doing a lot of broadcasting. It's fun just to take a little bit of a break. So,
yeah,
work schedule's insane, so it's not possible to do it as much anymore. But hopefully, when it does happen, we provide a product you like to view. So, thanks, like I said, everybody who watches this thing. I never thought it would actually turn into anything. So the fact that it did is kind of neat.
You know, it's so cool how it developed for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Brian Wolf and I sort of just talking about some random stuff, and then
Hey, we have a surprise visitor. You ready?
Yeah, let her rip.
We have the one and only Bob Dixon Factoids.
You got it, my man.
Welcome to the booth, buddy. It's all yours.
Here they come. Top 5 fastest laps of the night. I'll add a little caveat in here. And honorable mention was Randy Waugh. In 5th place was Brian Masson. Brian did a 47.921 second lap. That's 199.829 mile per hour, lap 10. 4th was Keith Bynum. Keith did a 47.849 second lap. That's 200.130 mile per hour, lap 10. 3rd was Gary Mingus. Mingus did a 47.791 second lap. That's 200.373 mile per hour, lap 10. 2nd was Mike Mangliardi. Mike did a 47.679 second lap. That's 200.843 mile per hour, lap 21. Also on lap 21, the fastest lap of the night and a repeat from RTG's last night run, Bob Dixon. I did a 47.624 second lap. That's 201. I had a 202 last night. 201.075 mile per hour, lap 21.
Well, holy cow! What you been eating, young man?
Hey, don't interrupt Bob.
Wheaties, huh?
I said don't interrupt Bob, Jeff. He's not done yet.
Yeah. Most laps led was Ken Roberts. Congrats on your win, Ken. At 22, Mike Mangliardi 11, Greg Palmer 8, Brian Lavelle 6, Chris Elliott 4, Ulysses Sandoval 4, Rodney Sellens 4, Brian Masson 3, John Godfrey 2, Randy Waugh 1, and Keith Bynum 1. And that's your factoids of the night. Your fast factoids.
Your fast Bobby Dixon factoids. I mean, that's awesome. Great job, like always. Man, you guys are racing hard out there tonight.
I thought I had a chance.
Yeah, well, I was picking you there for a little bit. Top 5, top 4 right there.
They kept blocking me and braking in front of me, and I was losing cars.
That double deuce, boy, he put one on you.
Yeah, Jeff picked you, and then I picked Perry. Which, let me see. Well, Perry got 4th, so I won that bet.
But good racing, Bobby. You did a good job tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome,
thanks.
dude. Thanks, Bob.
All right. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Thanks, Bobby. See you soon.
Right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I like it when you call that at the end. You're like, who you picking? I'm like, God damn, okay. Worked in my favor, though.
Well, you know, I'm not the famous Rod. I'm not real professional. I don't have the big vocabulary, whatever. I'm just, I know these guys so well, so personally, I just have fun with it. But anyways,
Yeah.
So 3rd place was, is he still here? Danny Carroll. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, Denny Carroll 3, Palmer 2, Roberts 1.
Where did Palmer go?
Carroll is there.
Palmer left.
Maybe.
Well, if he don't, I'll take his 2nd spot.
Yeah, I can do a Palmer impression. Just I'll pretend to be Palmer. Go ahead and grab Carroll. Go ahead.
Okay.
Miller, don't have to say.
Danny Carroll, welcome to the booth at Tarnation TV. Congratulations on your 3rd place, young man.
What a night. I had a rough night.
No, you did. 3rd place. I'll take 3rd place anytime. You guys actually had an awesome race. I mean, was there anybody out there working with you tonight, or just working with anybody and everybody?
I was just working for whoever was around me. My computer froze up first race.
That's what I knew. I told Blaine, someone just faded away right into the wall, and off you went. But to come back and rebound to get 3rd place, man, that's awesome, and possibly win. So yeah, it's neat to be up here to watch you guys do what you do. But not working with Brian tonight, or not working with Randy, or just running with whoever, right?
Well, I would have worked with Randy some, but he got marred back and never did make it back up there.
I mean, sometimes he's got to keep fighting and use people and spit them out and get up to the front. But anyways, man. So tell us how the evening was. I mean, was it a good race in your mind, or how was it?
No. When I got through out, that makes you aggravated. And I got back in there, and in that one pit stop, I went there, and when they got my gas in there, my truck wouldn't pull out of the pit. It wouldn't back up or go forward. It just would rev up. That's all it would do. I had to go calibrate to get out of the pit stop.
You had all that trouble.
Yeah, it was one of them nights.
Oh, like the gearbox wasn't bound to the controller or something.
I don't know why. It's never done that before. I could rev it up, but you put it in first, and it was just like it was chained to the pit stall. It wouldn't move.
That's funny how we can just chalk that up to like mechanical failure, like in real life, something weird like that could happen too, right?
Yeah, I went back in there and calibrated and got back out there, and it seemed to be all right after that.
No. You know why it was all right? Because John Godfrey found you in the air, cuddled you, hugged you, kept you safe, and brought you back to the surface of the track, and you kept on going without being hurt. Did you see that?
I saved a half a lap of gas riding on top of his truck.
We definitely focused on that in the replay. I'm like, look, John saw that he was in trouble and carried him to the end of the straightaway and put him back down in the grass.
It was one of those nights where every time there was a wreck, I couldn't miss it, no matter what I did.
Well, man, awesome job. On a serious note, I don't know if you're in the points.
I was in a three-way tie for fifth.
I don't have the stats, but Blaine, I'll let you talk a little bit with Denny, and we'll get Ken here. But it's a pleasure watching you tonight, Denny.
All right, thanks, guys. I was 2 points out of fourth, so I should be fourth at least.
Let me see here. Yeah, you were in the tie for fifth, three-way tie for fifth with 166 points. So yeah, good finish, man. It'll get you there. It'll keep you there.
Yeah, last Friday I had one of the worstest races I've had in 3 seasons. It was awful.
Well, we all have those quite often. Sometimes
I have those all the time.
You know, it's part of sim racing, right? I mean, think about it. Live human beings driving these little cars around this track and different views. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's a lot of fun when it does work out.
Well, we think we're NASCAR drivers, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and we get very serious. I mean, we might get mad at each other, but we're all somewhat buddies the next day or next week, whatever it may be. But you know, we're still out here doing it together. That's cool. So, hey, man, the floor is yours. Any shout outs, any thank yous, any hellos?
Yeah.
Just thank God I made it to the end of this one, and we'll see y'all next Friday.
Awesome.
That is Denny Carroll in the number 41, everybody. All right, Denny, until next time.
Later, dudes.
Thanks, Denny. Have a good night. Oh, we got Greg Palmer here. 1 second. Oh man, you know that race tonight was quite the race, and we did a lot of racing. We went around the track 66 times or so, and you know it's one of those things where I had enough tires, but I didn't have enough gas, and it's one of those things. Go ahead.
Well, Palmer,
yeah.
Was you really supporting the butt pasting type of driving tonight?
Yeah, the tutus that I got on the side of my truck, they really helped me get up there and get stuff done, and I couldn't have done it without the butt paste.
So the butt paste, that helped. So was there anybody that upset you tonight, Mr. Palmer?
I think the biggest upset was the fact that Jeffrey Elliott was calling the broadcast with Blaine Dunn. Tarnation TV is not the same without Rod Weston in the co-host seat.
I agree with you 100%, but you know what? Forget about it. It is what it is.
Where'd he
go?
go?
You know,
Palmer just left. He just disconnected.
He
said that horrible thing about you, and then he left. How rude.
How rude, Mr. Palmer. But
I hope Palmer likes my impression of him because it's so bad.
Dude, you did pretty darn good. I must say, it was pretty good.
You know what I do? I do. What's the actor's name? The actor that does Fat Joe.
Right.
Or not Fat Joe. Is it Fat Tony in The Simpsons?
Fat Tony.
Oh, what's his name? One sec. I'll Google him. But like, yeah, in The Simpsons, Fat Tony, he just kind of talks like this. He's slow. He talks slow. He's very articulate, but he says things, and you understand what he says.
Well, you know,
Joe something. 1 second.
Right. He left us, but we have the points leader.
There it
and
is.
The
Joe
race
Mantegna.
winner, the one and only, driving at number 55, Ken Roberts. How you doing, Ken?
Howdy, gentlemen.
Dude, Lotto qualifying did not do you well, putting you almost in last place. You were, well, out of 22 starters, you were 21st.
Yeah, that's chicken or feathers. Either you get good or you get real bad.
But then you end up leading the most laps with 22, doubling up on Mangiolani with 11, and winning the thing.
You know, I think tonight I had a little bit of everything, but you know, smacked the shit out of the hot dog vendor.
Yeah, there was some hard, like the wrecks were crazy. What was the one? I think it was Ulysses got up in the air there and talk about smacking the walls and the hot dog vendors, and you know.
Yeah, hot pitting coming in. I hit Randy. I hit Randy Wall. You know, I had served a penalty for that. I mean, it's early in the race. I thought, man, I should never even got out of bed.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it's a long race, right? So
yeah, just keep plugging at it, and you know, got some cautions and, you know, some wrecks in front of me. Was able to get around them, so made up some time on pit road. So yeah, turned out pretty good.
Well, you know, Mr. Roberts, as I look at you as a good friend and also a very good competitor to race against. I was telling Blaine, I'm like, look at Roberts back there. He's like near last. I mean, like inside row, right, Blaine? He was like running about 19th. I said, he's just hanging out. And no more than like 3 laps, outside lane, and you're like in third, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, where did he come from?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun racing with these guys. I mean, you know, you got a lot of skill level here. You know, some really good drivers, and so it makes it for a lot of fun.
Well, it's a lot of 3 wide, some 4 wide, but a lot of 3 wide tonight. Give it up to Mingus there, running top 5 there for a long time as well. So a lot of mixed up, a lot of different leaders. How many laps led tonight by different drivers, Blaine? About 13, 15, something like that?
Yeah, you
11.
want the actual number? It's 11 different drivers, so 17 lead changes.
Wow. So
yeah.
That's a lot for 22 trucks. So mixed it up a lot of good racing, and yeah, a couple little bang ups there, but that's Talladega, baby. But man, congratulations, Ken. This is nothing new to you. You're just a legend in a lot of different leagues when it comes to Talladega racing. So congratulations, dude. Just you're lucky I wasn't on the track. That's all I got to say, man. Damn lucky that freaking 56. But I just wanted you to feel the spotlight tonight. That's all.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight, guys, and you know, the points are tight. I mean, we had some there's some pretty tight amongst the top 5 in points. So getting ready, I guess we're getting ready to go into the playoffs. So, but wasn't you on the track last night? Weren't we on the same track last night?
You and me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Rolling Thunder Thursdays, right?
Wait. When did you finish?
3rd.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to go back and rescue my brother. I felt bad. I gave up. I gave up like 4th or 5th at the time, and I had to go find my poor dear brother because his wife's gone, and he's lonely. So I had to go find him, and we just couldn't get. It is not another caution, as you noticed. So yeah, I take 21st or something like that. So.
Yeah, that was a weird race last night because that second line wouldn't do diddly squat.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll tweak it back, but yeah, that second and third line was very not there. But everybody learns from different things, different changing up things. But although one caution, you'll take that any day.
Yeah, it was fun. So it was a good night tonight, and we'll rack them up next week, see what happens. So be a lot of fun.
Are you in the chase over here on Friday nights already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had a win already, so I was good.
And he's the leader in points too, coming into this at 201 points, number one.
Yeah, I did see that stat. I didn't have too many stats with me, but yeah, I did see that. So congratulations, Ken. You're a tough contender, and your boys weren't running with you for a little bit, Rodney and butt paste Palmer. Didn't get to interview him tonight. I don't know what happened to him, but hope everything's all right, Mr. Palmer. All right, Ken. Any shout outs? Floor is yours, man. Go for it.
Yeah, well, Palmer didn't do the interview because his hair was messy.
That's what it was? But hey, watch the broadcast. I think we did find him for a second.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Palmer for helping me there at the end. Him and Denny, they stuck with me. So when you get some good friends like that, it makes it a little bit easier. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Rodney for painting an extremely badass. That Wicker Chevrolet truck is just wicked. And thank the guys here at Prime for putting this on. Graham and them guys are, in the early infant stages of running the league, and they got some things to learn and some, but they're starting to get the car counts. So it's starting to get up there, and got some competitive guys, some good racers in here, so we got some wily veterans, and, we got the old wrecking ball, young guy in here. So it's coming around.
Yeah, it definitely is. And kudos to Keith and Graham and Dan and the guys over at Prime. They more or less took over Talladega Nights and kept the nucleus of drivers together. So it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and they're getting there. So congratulations to the new league. Nate Balzer is camping. He did watch you on a 70-inch screen with his jacuzzi and the AC on. Yeah. And, but he's camping. But anyways, he did watch the broadcast, I believe, a little bit tonight. So he wanted me to tell you hello.
Well, we miss old Nate. I get a big kick out of that guy. He's quite the character. He's one of the many characters in this league. But appreciate you guys coming out and broadcasting, man. I can't wait to watch it and
just tune that guy Jeffrey Elliott out because he don't know what the hell he's doing. But anyways, I had a good time.
I'm a critique that old Jeffrey Elliott. See how he's doing, Blaine.
Yeah, we're gonna have a poll next week. Then we're gonna tally it all up and see how he's doing.
Sounds good.
All right, well, shoot some shout outs there real quick, and we'll go try to get Graham down here. I don't know if he wants to say hello to his wife. Blaine, we'll let him figure that out. But the floor is yours, Ken.
Yeah, I just thank the guys here at Prime for putting these races on. You guys for broadcasting. So really appreciate it. A lot of fun.
Thanks, Ken.
Awesome job.
Thanks, guys.
Multiple champ Ken Roberts driving the number 55. Everybody watch out for this guy. No matter where he races, he's a badass.
Join us next week right here, same time. We'll watch the first race of the chase. It's gonna be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
thanks,
buddy.
Ken.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Ken. Have a good night.
Good night, Blaine.
Yeah, all right. You want to bring Mr. McDonald down here? Maybe he wants to say hello to his wife.
Sure do.
Oh, grab me.
Hey,
oh, we took you away, Mr. McDonald. We wanted to bring you down here on the live show at Tarnation TV. If there's anything you'd like to say hello to your lovely wife and whatever it may be, the floor is yours. We just want to say thank you for donating to have this race and y'all's honor. So that's a pretty cool thing to do, man. So go for it. Anything you like to say to anybody?
I just want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast and thank all the guys to come out and race. And say happy anniversary, dear.
Happy anniversary, man.
She's probably already sleeping.
I don't blame her. So were we.
Yeah, but that's awesome. 39 years?
Yep.
That's awesome, Graham. So congratulations on that alone. That's a task. sure, for a lot of people to get there. So you have some, and many more.
Yep.
All right, Blaine, I'll let you, I'm going to take off. Thank you for letting me hang out with you tonight, and I hope I didn't disappoint you, but I think we had a lot of fun tonight. Graham, thank you for allowing me to help Blaine, and you guys put on a good show tonight. That was awesome.
Thanks for having us, Graham. It's a lot of fun, man. We look forward to next Friday.
Yeah, that'll be beginning of the chase races.
Perfect. We'll be here watching and talking about it too.
All right, brother. Any shout outs real quick, Graham?
No, I'll just say, give a shout out to Chase. He's probably upstairs watching me still.
All righty. All right, guys, I'm saying good night. Good night, everybody that might have watched, or if anybody left out there. And thanks to all the drivers who come out here tonight to race at Primetime Racing League. Great group of guys. And until next time.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Graham. Thanks, Jeff. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching live here on Tarnation TV. More of the same next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as the chase starts here at the Primetime Racing League. The Superspeedway Truck Series back in action on the 6th of September, if I remember correctly. Yes. And as always, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice.